Welcome to the NEFPA Home and Garden TV show. I'm your host, Wally Conway. NEFPA brings to you the very finest in contractors, lenders, remodelers, and all vendors associated with making your home your dream. We've got some wonderful guests with us today. Stay with us. Art of Natural Stone, located at 10135 Beach Boulevard, has over 30 years of experience in creating the perfect outdoor oasis for your home. They can build your dream patio, walkway, pool, fountain, or fireplace. Their dedicated and experienced team strives for customer satisfaction, offering the highest quality service available in the stone industry. If you can envision it, they can create it. And check out their new location at 14011 Phillips Highway. Find them online at artofnaturalstone.com. Welcome back. Joining us now from Suncoast Beach Vacations is Gretchen Kornatek. Gretchen, I'm really happy being with you.
Nice to be here.
You have found a very special niche that's very important to a large group of people in the vacation rental community. Share that with me, please.
Yeah, we started kind of a concierge exclusive home rental, just short-term rental experience for the buyer or for the clients. You know, we live in such a rat race filled life. This is a great way to just escape from Jacksonville, escape from Orlando, etc., and come into some amazing experiences, from large groups with reunions and weddings down to just a couple having a getaway and needing to just get away from people and go to the beach. Our experience has been just fantastic, actually. The clients, have everything they need. They can have beer in a cooler waiting for them on a back porch when they come in and a refrigerator full of food, or they can, come into a quiet house and be locked up for the weekend with nobody bothering them.
So whether I want to make a romantic getaway just with my wife or two, or if I decide to have a family reunion, that concierge service, everything is done?
Everything can be done. It's a la carte menu for that client. You absolutely can go like a normal vacation rental and just unlock the door and go in with your family, but you can also have propane tanks for large grill parties. You can have the coolers filled with ice. You can have things delivered. You can have the groceries stocked, things like that. But you also have that hands-on experience of knowing that somebody's doing something, knowing that there's a wedding taking place or a special event. We've hosted so many amazing people in the last couple of years, and we are looking to grow now. We have worked the kinks out of the system and found where the niche is and where the real need is in the market.
One of my experiences in life has been it takes a week to recover from vacation because it's so hard to do. The idea that you can take all the muscly work out of that, have the coolers ready to go, have the grills ready to go, and all I need to do really is show up with my friends and family and enjoy. I'm pretty excited about that.
It's really a great experience, and coincidentally, it's a great experience for the owner of the property as well, because we have 5-star reviews on all of our properties. We have just an amazing return on families and groups that come back, and they may do a family reunion on one house one year, and then later that year they may just have a couples retreat at another property, but they know what service, and they know that the property is going to be comfortable and clean, secure, and waiting for them. They know what to expect.
So the concierge level of service that you're providing to me, the vacation renter, that same concierge service as far as the care of the home and the selection of the visitor is really of great value to that person who owns the property.
It absolutely is. We make it so that it's an add value for that person. We have so many people who think of vacation rentals as, I have to open up my house and I have to just give it to anybody, or if I turn it over, I always have to rent it. That is not the case. You can rent your house for 3 months while you're traveling, your own personal house. You can rent as long as your community and the laws allow it in that area. So we go from South St. Augustine all the way up to Nassau County and into Jacksonville. We'll service those areas for sure. But also estates. You've got plenty of houses that are sitting, in prime locations, in estates or families with children that have grown, etc. And you can make that asset an income producing asset.
Often it's a challenge with larger homes, especially on the ocean front, to have them properly managed from the owner's side and have them properly presented from me, the renter side. How large in scope can I go in terms of numbers of people, numbers of bedrooms? How many can you accommodate?
So right now our largest house accommodates 18, and it's set up for a reunion or a wedding type scenario, and we've hosted many of them. 4 bedrooms and then 2 bunks for each of those larger bedrooms, so that you've got 4 families with children down in a bunk and game room. And then, if you need to spread out into other companies or other houses, you certainly can. And they're centrally located. We've got, Sawgrass, so you can go and golf with one part of the family. You can go into historic St. Augustine on that particular property and experience all the wonderful things that St. Augustine has to offer. And then, last minute discounts. People who have already been with us, they know to give me a call and say, hey, do you have a property free this weekend? We'd love to just come down. We're going to pack up. And most of our properties are pet friendly. So we do allow that fur baby to come and join. And because they're part of the family, we want to make sure that everyone's having a good time. There's no stress.
That sounds fantastic. For folks who'd like to learn more, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, so they can easily find our houses at suncoastbeachvacations.com, or they can call 877-56-BEACH.
Got it.
Easy.
I'd like to thank Gretchen for being with us. I'm ready to go on vacation, but we'll be right back.
I grew up in Alabama, and scouting was a big deal there. I started as a Cub Scout and went all the way through Boy Scouts and ended up earning my Eagle Scout. I'm proud to say both my boys are Eagle Scouts. Scouting was, to me, the number one thing I wanted to make sure that they did. And if you see that on a resume, it sort of checks the box that this individual is goal-oriented, strong character, strong morals. So fundamentally, I think you kind of know that you got a base to work with.
Sign your child up for Scouts at beascout.org today.
Hi, I'm Wally Conway, host of your NEFPA Home and Garden TV show. I've got a special guest here with me today who's offering up a very special challenge to our fellow NEFPA members. Let me pass it over to Chris Shee from Mastercraft Builders Group. Chris?
Well, to my brethren and sisters in the building industry, I would like to challenge you to the same challenge that we gave ourselves. When we closed our first home about 8 years ago, we decided that at every single closing, we were going to give $100 directly to Builders Care. Came off the closing statement, never saw it, didn't come through us, really doesn't even hurt. And we closed 80 homes this year. That's $8,000, which is, Builders Care is about a $100,000 budget. So my little company is giving 8% of their budget. If we had 10% of the building permits in Northeast Florida, that would be about 1,000 permits. And if we had 1,000 closings that paid $100 a closing, we cover Builders Care budget. And they do such great work. That's our obligation as builders. And hopefully you all are hearing me and you take on the challenge as well.
You've heard it right there from Chris. The challenge is on, $100 per home to Builders Care. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your consideration. Welcome back. For the longest time, construction was the domain of men. Perhaps it was for too long. Thankfully now, in modern America, we have the professional women in building who have really, over time, broken that ceiling. We welcome Judy Donnell and Betsy Shepard. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Well, thank you, Wally. I appreciate it.
It's been a long struggle, I believe, over these last 30, 40, 50 years to truly integrate women into roles of leadership as well as the trades in construction. How is the professional women in building helping younger ladies to evolve to become the builders of the future?
Well, some of the points that we try to strive is to get into the younger education, into the elementary school, into the high schools. But basically, if we get into the elementary schools and start teaching them that a trade is a valuable occupation within the construction industry, and there's so much that they can do, and they can make a really good living at it. That's where we try to approach it now at this level. If we get them in high school, it's kind of sometimes a little bit too late, and we have to also try to teach them that a 4-year degree is not for everybody.
Absolutely. I hear from contractors continually a shortage of quality tradespeople, and it's really great to expand our horizons and welcome the ladies into that. What about for those who are thinking entrepreneurial and ownership positions in the construction industry? Give me your experience on how you've seen that evolve over time.
Well, one of the really great things about Professional Women in Building is that we do look for entrepreneurs. We look for leaders. We try to give them, the younger folks, leadership skills, and we try to be mentors. And we really want people to be what they want to be. And we want to lead them if they want to be their own, own their own company, or if they want to be president of a company. We just really want to be here for them. And Professional Women in Building is a wonderful path for those folks who are interested in housing or in construction or being in this industry, which is a wonderful industry to be in.
Well, knowing that Professional Women in Building is a subset of the National Association of Home Builders, how do you work between that the ownership side and the trade side to cause more jobs to become available?
Well, with the National Association of Home Builders, there's every profession within the industry is represented. So when we get the younger ladies, or we even get people that want to change careers to come in there, they're introduced to all the different facets of our industry, so that they can pick and choose what it is that their passion. So they can go to different committee meetings, and they can go to different functions and introduce themselves to different people, and that gives them a little bit more insight of what avenue they would want to go down, and then we help them get there.
Well, here in Northeast Florida, NEFPA, our local Builders Association, has been very, very welcoming to Professional Women in Building and supporting the development of the chapter. Do you see pockets of resistance around the country, or are we the outliers that we're so embracing of this, or is it the national move?
I believe that it is the national move now. I think it's flipping over, and there are more building companies and that are out there that are wanting to hire women, and they're looking to join us within the Professional Women in Building, so they can learn how it is or what is different, and how they can attract the professional women to come work for them.
Got it. So for educators or entrepreneurs or employers looking to learn more and discover for themselves how Professional Women in Building can benefit them individually and their company, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Go to the website for the www.nehb.org, PWB, and you can learn more about the council. You can learn about all the things that we have available, and we're all available as well, the council members across the country, and we offer great diversity, and I think that's something that we try to have information on the website about that. But also, you can call one of the EOs, like the council here, and everybody's very willing to help.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, I'm grateful that you spent the time with us.
Well,
thank you,
very
Wally. I
much.
appreciate it.
Your support.
I'd like to thank the ladies for being with us and remind you also that NEFPA, our local Builders Association, is immensely supportive of Professional Women in Building. If you are a young lady who'd like to learn more, just reach out here to us local, and we'll spend the time with you. We'll be right back. Big event or party at your home or business? The Jacksonville Party Company. Stress-free, flawless, and memorable. Whether it's for children, a retirement, a wedding, or other social or professional activity, it's stress-free, flawless, and memorable when you involve the Jacksonville Party Company. Contact them today to get your event launched at jacksonvillepartycompany.com. Welcome back to the show. No matter how grand or glorious your home is, if your landscaping is dead, ugly, or just plain boring, your home doesn't really pop. Really grateful to have with us on the show today, Jason Duggar from Scapes of North Florida. Jason, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I can't tell you how many times I go into a neighborhood, especially high-end neighborhoods, and there's this big, glorious home and a so-so landscape. Why in the world would a person spend $1 million or $1.5 million in the house and $600 in the landscape. How does that happen?
Well, for me, it's icing on the cake. It totally makes the house, especially when you pull up, it's the first thing you see. But people end up spending all their money on the inside. All the change orders go to all the upgrades on the inside, and then everything on the outside the budget gets taken away because they spend it all on the inside. So
you're kind of getting the leftovers to make the house glorious, and
Yeah.
that's what really makes it different.
Yes,
the
for
hardscape,
sure.
the landscape. So let's imagine I'm in my home, and it could be a 100-year-old home. It could be a home I just bought in the last month, and I'm worn out of driving up to my home and it not exciting me.
Right.
Talk to me about the blend between landscape and hardscape to just give me that feeling that I've arrived at my home.
Bring in different textures and colors, and also we take a look at the elevations. You know, if it's a traditional brick style house, obviously the plant selections and your hardscape selections are going to change to customize.
To get it all to
Correct.
meld together.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we'll meet, go over everything, put a design together for you, and then we'll meet again. We'll go through selections of the hardscape material, and all the plant stuff will be things that I recommend that I think would look the best. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to be happy with what we select.
Absolutely. For a lot of people, given that blank slate of you can do anything and it'll come out glorious, but each eye's a little bit different. How is it that you help me to convey to you what gorgeous looks like to me in the finished product?
Oh man, for me it's more of a personality. I like to feel out your personality, you know what I mean? And that ends up it sounds weird, but it really helps me out, meeting people and seeing what they feel like. And then
so it's easy to do a design with you.
Yes.
Because if I give you magazine clippings, or I show you pictures of things I've liked,
Yep.
or a particular tree or plant or a type of paver, if I give it to you as a hodgepodge of things I like, you can turn it into a finished design.
for sure, and I mean we like from the front to back for it to create continuity, you know what I mean? Even if it's different selections, we want everything to flow from all the way, from the front, side, backyards. We're going to have, in one way, shape, or form, something that flows together.
The landscape business is notorious for being able to retain work. How is it that in your company you've managed to have employees in your company for 3 years, 5 years, since you've founded the company? The retention in your company is mind-boggling. That's a great comfort to me, the homeowner. What is your secret sauce that's enabled you to do that?
Just that same old saying, treat people like you want to be treated. I mean, we treat them like family. If my lowest guy is not being treated like my top guy, there's going to be, we all put our pants on the same way, you know what I mean? So we treat everybody like they want to be treated. We pay people more than the standard. So we like to take care of our people. It's not all about Jason making money. It's a group effort. I mean, at the end of the day, we want everybody to have take ownership in the jobs that we do. So
when you and your teammates are at my home doing that landscape makeover, they're happy people. They enjoy
Yes.
working with each other. They enjoy working for you. And that makes a much nicer environment for me while that work's being done.
yeah, you'll see a lot of laughter, them messing around with each other, but at the same time, getting the job done. I mean, with as hard as those guys work, you want there to be a little bit of laughter going on out there, because it's really back-breaking labor. So
You look like a guy that knows what the back end of a shovel looks like.
I used to. I don't do it so much anymore. I just meet with everybody now, but I used to do that a lot.
Up against a deadline, you can put a shovel in your hand.
I can.
All right, that's excellent.
And we've gone as far as going out, like we did a model home for Arthur Ruttenberg, and they had a huge deadline. Our guys worked till 3 o'clock in the morning so they could meet their deadline to open that model the next day. So,
Well, Jason, what's the best way for people to get a hold of you who'd like to learn more?
our website or our office, it's www.landscapersjacksonville.com, or our office number is 904-215-7133.
Got it. Thank you for being with us.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank Jason Duggar for being with us. Obviously a wonderful guy. He's got me totally in line there with the bicep, so I'm grateful for that. We'll be right back.
Massage Envy revolutionizes your massage. Introducing See Me Boost. 6 highly concentrated serums, with active ingredients that deliver skin-enhancing benefits for your entire body. Combine them with our new specially formulated massage lotions to offer skin-enhancing benefits to your massage experience. Discover your See Me Boost today, an innovative boost to your total body care routine, only at Massage Envy.
Welcome to the NEFPA Home and Garden Show. I'm Wally Conway. We have a very special treat for you today on the show. We're going to be chatting with Gretchen and Nathan about how the interaction between a real estate team and a builder brings you a comfortable experience to get you into your dream home. Please welcome Gretchen. Gretchen, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal that you've made the decision, rather than go it alone, to blend with Nathan and the rest of the crew at the Welch team to bring a full service experience to Southern Impression Homes so that people can just really get it done. Yeah. How is it that you found them?
We found them by accident, really, as many successful things happen, right? Right. We started building really kind of ad properties, value properties, making sure that we could appeal to the masses in Jacksonville. There was definitely a need for a great building product for a first-time home buyer. Somebody who's downsizing, et cetera. And that's what we do really well. What we needed was a sales team that is amazing, that has the machine in place, that has the professionalism and has the answers that all of those people need. And to take that kind of and pick it up and go and run with it and just have an amazing service on both sides for the customer on the buyer and the seller side.
So you built a wonderful machine to build homes.
Yes.
You did not take the time or you really felt better off having experts who had built a team to bring buyers to homes to get it going.
Exactly.
So Nathan, help me understand now, the Welch team is a full service organization. You take care of pre-existing homes, new homes, buying, selling. It's a total package, a total team. How is that different as it relates to helping the home builder really have a great experience, most importantly for the customer?
Right. It really gave us an opportunity to branch outside of what we do in the resale market with home sellers on an everyday basis. And we were able to hire two specific people that are just there to sell new homes with Southern Impression Homes. So on top of what we do as buyer agents, we have 5 buyer agents on our team that help everyday customers buy homes, and of course that gives us the opportunity to bring them over and help them buy a brand new home for a very affordable price. And especially those new home buyers, there's such a big market for those. 35% of buyers are new home buyers. So they're going to be in this price range, and so it's perfect for us to cooperate with Southern Impression Homes as a new home builder in that $200,000 to $250,000 price point.
Well, it's really interesting. You cast a large net as the Welch team, several hundred houses each year. Once the person comes into your organization and says, I want a home, as you interview them and they're looking new home, you can get them in the hands of a specific expert on your team and guide them right there. Now, how about during the build process? Very often a person says, I want the home right now, and you may have one available. But if we're building from scratch, they picked a beautiful lot that you had available, how does the Welch team help you guide them through the selection process?
So we've already put in place kind of the very simple selections. We want to make sure that we have affordable products within the home, upgrades that people really appeal to the masses, that are affordable. We want that person to have the granite countertops and the gourmet kitchen and the stainless appliances, but they may not need the extra 1,500 square foot loft over a garage, things of that nature. So most of our houses are built spec. And the selections are made because of popular choices that have happened in the past. The few lots that we have that are selection ready, the Welch team has all the tools for each floor plan. They can say it's going to be this or that, and kind of go through that selection process, and also help guide the buyer to make sure that they're not overpricing themselves.
So you've made life much simpler for the home buyer.
Yes.
And I'm sensing you've made the life much simpler for yourself.
Well, we absolutely have.
I'm kind of feeling that.
We have, because I think in this day and age, it's natural to overcomplicate things, and so it's a very simple process. It does not need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be painful, stressful, keeping people awake at night. It needs to be a comfortable, relaxing. You're buying a home. You want to be happy. You want to, be family. You want to be just be, instead of stressed and have anxiety about it.
Well, the relationship between the Welch team and Southern Impression Building, you've really done something special. The curious question that would come to my mind as a home buyer, is it going to cost me more because you're delivering so much higher value of service?
Absolutely not. Not on either side. You're actually getting a great value by the team, because you don't have somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, struggling through the mud and the weeds of not knowing, and then thereby costing that buyer money because there's extra work that has to happen. You have two very professional teams that are in place that work side by side and kind of bring it together smoothly and compatibly.
So the strength of the team is a true value add.
It really
and
is.
A money saver all the way around.
Yes.
Right.
For folks who'd like to learn more, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Southern Impression's website, sihomesfl.com, is probably the best way to reach us. Our phone number will be on there, and you can send us an email directly through that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have Gretchen and Nathan with us. We'll be right back. Big event or party at your home or business? The Jacksonville Party Company. Stress-free, flawless, and memorable. Whether it's for children, a retirement, a wedding, or other social or professional activity, it's stress-free, flawless, and memorable when you involve the Jacksonville Party Company. Contact them today to get your event launched at jacksonvillepartycompany.com. Home and Garden TV is the place you want to be to meet the best builders and contractors right here on Buzz TV.
My parents started me in scouting when I was actually a Cub Scout. The values that scouting teaches guided me most of my life since I've been involved in it. Values that have continued to serve me even in my job as a judge. But it teaches teamwork. It teaches leadership. I urge parents to explore the program and to hopefully choose it for their children.
Sign your child up for Scouts at beascout.org today.
Like to thank our wonderful NEFBA guests for being with us today. Like to thank you for being with us today. Look forward to being with you soon. For the NEFBA Home and Garden TV show, I'm Wally Conway.